That was almost a fail start this video. How's it going, guys? I'm here with my WWE TLC 2013 pay-per-view review. TLC just got off the air about 10 minutes ago. I gotta say, overall for TLC, I honestly enjoyed the show. I thought everything besides one match, and I'll get to that match later throughout the review, everything was good. Honestly, I had nothing to complain about. I thought it was a good show. Does it live up to all the other TLC pay-per-views? No, but I don't think it was a bad show by any means at all, so, yeah, I mean, yeah, that was kind of an awkward little part right there. But, of course, before the show starts, we had the kickoff clearance for the pay-per-view. The TLC panel this time, we had Josh Matthews, Booker T, and The Miz on the panel for this pay-per-view this time, so, you know, whatever panel there. Basically the same panel from Survivor Series, but we got Miz instead of Brett, so, I don't know. On the kickoff, we got Shield cutting a promo on CM Punk, basically saying at the end of the night, he's going to believe in Shield, you know, basic Shield promo. We actually had Kofi Kingston come onto the panel and attack The Miz. I guess The Miz was trash talking Kofi Kingston on the panel. I didn't see it because I actually was 5 minutes late to the show and missed the first 5 minutes of the kickoff, so I guess he was talking trash about Kofi Kingston before. I didn't hear any of it, so whatever, I guess that's where they went from there. Kofi attacked Miz, and Miz was left the panel, so it was just Booker, Mick, and Josh. I don't know why they call them by their first names for on the panel after that, so yeah, whatever. And then, of course, at the kickoff match, which was Dolph Ziggler versus Fandango. Summer looked phenomenal, by the way, but I just still not out there. But this match, very disappointing. This honestly got legitimately 5 minutes. This was just very, very disappointing. I expected more from this match, but with 5 minutes, what can you do? Surprisingly enough, Fandango got the victory. Ziggler and Fandango on the top rope. Summer distracted Miz, not Miz, I don't know what I called Miz for. Distracted Ziggler. Fandango pushed Ziggler down, hit the leg drop, 1, 2, 3, won the match that way. Very, very surprised, honestly. Thought Fandango really didn't even stand a chance of winning this match, so it was kind of very, very surprising for me that Fandango won. But just, you know, hopefully maybe on Raw or something they get more time, because 5 minutes for these two, that's unacceptable. They should get at least 10 minutes. But yeah, it was just a very uneventful kickoff. Kofi and Miz thing was probably the only eventful or noteworthy thing of even talking about in this kickoff, so nothing special. But of course, going to the show itself, we have the Authority kicking off the show once again. Basically saying that tonight we're going to have a WWE World Heavyweight Champion, so that'll be the official name of the unification of the championships, which to me, okay, first they call it the Undisputed WWE Championship, then they call it the Unified Championship, then they call it the Champion of Champions, and now they're calling it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which to me, not very clever at all. You basically just put WWE in front of World Heavyweight Champion, so you just combine the two names. Pretty dumb in my eyes, but whatever. Authority kicked off the show. Then we're going to the opening match, which was the 3-on-1 handicap match, CM Punk versus The Shield. Good way to kick off the show here. This match was good. You got a lot of Punk and Ambrose, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people liked. You know, you got Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. They do the frequent tag in the match, and it wouldn't be there very long. It was mainly Ambrose versus Punk. The good majority of this match. This match wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but it's still it was a pretty good match. It was good, especially kick off the show. It was a really good way to kick off the show. But CM Punk, against all odds, got the victory. He had Dean Ambrose and GTS, threw Ambrose down because Rollins tried to attack him, hit GTS on Rollins, tried to hit GTS and Ambrose again, but Reigns ended up trying to spear Punk, but Punk put Ambrose down, got out of the way. Reigns speared Ambrose because Reigns couldn't see, because early on in the match, CM Punk, or I think Reigns tried to attack or tackle Punk out of the way. Reigns fucking flew across the announce table, hit his eye in the corner, so his eye was pretty fucked up. Couldn't see what he was doing, speared Ambrose by accident. Punk threw him out of the ring, pinned Ambrose for the 1, 2, 3, and Punk booked it out of the ring. He booked it to the back. He tried to get out of there as fast as possible. So it looks like pretty much the destruction of the Shield is coming. It's coming. Hinting of it every week. You know, hopefully they hold this breakup of the Shield off until Mania. Because honestly, I would like to see them break up at Mania, not before it. But if it happens before it, whatever, you know, get that triple threat match, possibly for the U.S. title, that'd be great. But I'd prefer a 6-man with them and them erupting there. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, good way to kick off the show. After that, you had Renee Young interviewing AJ Lee about her upcoming Divas title defense. AJ basically just shoots the stuff right there. She basically shoots on how the Divas division is basically nothing right now. She's the only thing keeping it relevant. You know, the cast members of Total Divas are laughing in her face because she's not on the show. But after the end of the night, she's going to laugh in their face because she's still going to be Divas champion, which will lead into the Divas championship match, AJ Lee versus Natalya. A solid match here with these two Divas that are pretty good. You probably would expect a good match, and you got a good match here. There was actually the time where I thought Natalya was actually going to win the title. She had the sharpshooter on AJ Lee. She actually had it in for like a good minute before they got broken up. Or AJ countered it and got out of it somehow. Tamina, of course, tried getting involved, but Natalya just knocked her down, and basically Tamina didn't do anything. But, yeah, it was a good match. AJ actually locked in the Black Widow. Is that what it's called, Black Widow? I always want to call it the Widow's Peak because of Victoria, but just Black Widow, whatever AJ's submission is called. She had that locked in. Natalya actually got out of it. And just a lot of near falls. Well, not a lot of near falls, but there were, you know, the falls were enough to make you think, like, oh, she's going to win. Oh, no, she's going to win. But the ending came. Natalya tried to lock in the sharpshooter. AJ grabbed her hair for a small package. 1, 2, 3. AJ Lee retains. Thank God, because I did not want Natalya to win the title from AJ. I don't know who's going to take the title off her, to be perfectly honest, but AJ still Divas champion. Good. Next, we had the Intercontinental Championship match. Big E Langston versus Damien Sandow. Now, this was a fun match in my eyes because it's a fresh face, or fresh faces in a title match. You know, like, usually for like the Intercontinental Championship or, you know, a world title, you'll have a familiar face, and I'm not going to say not so familiar, but a name that usually isn't in that place. And with Big E and Sandow, they're both fresh faces in the Intercontinental title scene. So it was that was nice to see something refreshed like that for once. And it was a fun match. You know, Sandow came out and cut a promo before the match started, of course. And when the match started, they tried hitting the finishers right away. Big E immediately went for the big ending. Sandow immediately went for the "You're welcome." Just, it was a fun match. I enjoyed it. It was something fresh, and I liked it. Of course, Big E did getting the win with the big ending at the very end of the match. But it was solid. I enjoyed the match. It was good, I thought. So, yeah, good match right there. Next, we had a backstage segment with Randy Orton and Vince McMahon. Basically, just Orton warming up, and Vince is shaking his hand, telling him good luck. Nothing really special. It wasn't even noteworthy. I don't know why I mentioned that. But it happened in pay-per-view, which would go into the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match. I guess the match was made into elimination on the spot because it was not advertised as an elimination match, but now it's a Fatal 4-Way Elimination match, which, to me, makes it better because we're expecting one pinfall, and now we're getting elimination, so it makes the match even better. For the tag team, for the WWE Tag Team Championship, Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Ryback and Curtis Axel versus Rey Mysterio and Big Show versus the Real Americans. Definitely a really good match here. The tag team title scene, or just the tag team division in general, is really, really heating up the last couple months. I'm loving it. You can basically almost say every pay-per-view so far, from Money in the Bank, or hell, even Payback and down, you can argue that the tag team title match stole the show. You can honestly argue that because they've just been that good. And same here, you can argue that this was match of the night. It was a very good, very, very good tag team match. Of course, the first team to get eliminated in the match was Ryback and Curtis Axel. Goldust rolled up Ryback for the 1, 2, 3, eliminated Ryback about, I'd say, a good 6-7 minutes into the match, so they're out right away. It's funny, right when we got pinned, Ryback just turned around and hit a huge meat hook on Goldust. The next team to be eliminated was the Real Americans, unfortunately. Cesaro tried to hit a uppercut from the middle rope. You know, it's jumping, his uppercut from the middle rope. But Big Show knocked him out, pinned him 1, 2, 3. So Cody Rhodes and Goldust and Rey Mysterio and the Big Show were the last two teams, which makes no sense in my opinion because you have two face teams going at it. If it was up to me, I would have had Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus the Real Americans come in the final two teams, but nope, we got two face teams for whatever stupid reason. It was dumb. I didn't like that at all. I thought that was really stupid. But they went at it for like a good, I don't want to say 10 minutes, I'd say maybe 6-7 minutes going at it. Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio went at it. Really, really good stuff there. The crowd was saying this is awesome because their matches, Rey Mysterio and Cody, they're really good together. They do work great matches and awesome matches. So it's cool to say. The hell was that about? That was cool to see. That was weird. My voice went all weird and everything. Yeah, that's not important though. But it was cool to see him go at it. It was a good match. Of course, Cody Rhodes and Goldust did end up retaining, which I actually got kind of scared that Big Show and Mysterio were going to win because Mysterio actually hit 619 on both of them, and I was getting pretty scared. I was like, no, do not give them these two morons. But Goldust and Cody retained when Cody hit Crossroads on Rey for the 1, 2, 3. And after the match, this made it even worse. They all got in the ring together and all celebrated together. Like, oh, that was a good match, man. That was a good match. Like, you just lost a tag team title match, and you're gonna congratulate them for winning. Like, I understand they're all faces and want to be all happy, but like that was really extremely stupid. That was really dumb. But yeah, just a really good match right there, of course. Then we had a dumb segment backstage with primetime players. They're basically just promoting the Brawling Buddies, and then a bunch of random people walk in, like Los Matadores, and who else was back there? Khali, Kane came out at the end. Just a very stupid segment. It was dumb. And here comes a match that pretty much was the only bad part about the pay-per-view, well, match-wise. You had R-Truth versus Brodus Clay. For God knows what reasons why it was added on the pay-per-view, why they couldn't save it for tomorrow night on Raw, I'll never know. A very dumb match. Brodus basically kicked R-Truth's ass for 85% of the match. At the very end, Tensai and Brodus went at it. They're like, hey man, what are you doing? Like, oh, I'm trying to win this match. And he's like, you can't do it this way. Brodus like, I'm better than you, Tensai. Tensai's like, you know what, fine, you're better than me, I'll leave. Tensai leaves. Funkadactyls leave. Brodus throwing a fit that they left him. R-Truth rolls up Brodus, 1, 2, 3, wins the match. That's it. Very stupid. Why that was on pay-per-view, I'll never know. Next, we have Cena and Vince backstage. Basically, same thing as the Orton and Vince segment. Good luck tonight. That was pretty much it. Waste of time. And then we had a no disqualification match, The Miz versus Kofi Kingston. This was actually added on during the show. In the show, they had a thing where they went to the panel to get their thoughts and everything, and they announced that the match was made by the Authority and no DQ. This match, it was good. It wasn't nearly as good as their Survivor Series kickoff show last month, or kickoff match last month, in my opinion. But it was a good little match. They didn't really utilize the whole no disqualification stipulation at all. They didn't use any weapons. They basically just brawled and whatnot. Kofi actually hurt his leg, not legitimately hurt it, but he went to hit Trouble in Paradise on Miz, who was leaning on the post. Miz got out of the way. Kofi hurt his, shin area, and of course Miz was working on it the entire match. And Miz basically took control of the match. Miz dominated a lot of this match. Actually exposed a turnbuckle, tried to give Kofi the Skull Crusher finale onto it. Kofi wasn't having it, threw Miz into it. Miz bounced off, right into a Trouble in Paradise, and 1, 2, 3. Kofi got the victory there. Just, it was a good match. Nothing really noteworthy of saying, but it was, whatever. And the next match we got was the 3-on-1 handicap match, another one. Daniel Bryan versus the Wyatt family. Very good. I honestly think this match is better than the Punk and Shield one, surprisingly, which really surprised me because I really thought the Shield and Punk match would be a lot better than this one. But this was really good. Bryan did get his ass kicked a huge chunk of the match, which I would expect because he's facing 3 big men. And, Bryan and Harper went at it. You can never go wrong with them going at it. Eric Rowan I don't really care about. And Bray Wyatt I don't care about. Which I really feel like I should make a video on Bray Wyatt one of these days. Because I honestly think he's really extremely overrated. And I have never liked him. I don't know. That's a whole video on itself right there. But Bray Wyatt didn't even, participate in the first, 5 minutes. He was just sitting there in the rocking chair. I guess he got bored. And he threw his hat off and got in the ring apron and everything. He was ready to get in there. Got in there, him and Bryan basically, he's yelling at Bryan saying, I could have been your friend, I could have helped you. Just being weird and stuff. It's his whole character just being a weirdo. But, Bryan eventually Bryaned up, started kicking the Wyatt family's ass, got Eric Rowan stuck in the rope, started kicking the holy hell out of Rowan, beat the holy hell out of Harper. He was just going off. Bryan, best wrestler in the world today. I don't care what anyone says. He's the best wrestler in the world. And, Bryan was going off. He was clutching. He was clutching people. He did a suicide dive on onto Luke Harper, who flew over the announce table, threw Eric Rowan into the steps, hit a missile drop kick on the Bray Wyatt, and then Bray Wyatt just started nailing him with elbows and hit Sister Abigail and Bryan and got the 1, 2, 3 and won the match. That was out of the blue. That finish, it really was Bryan was going on a hot streak, and all of a sudden, Bray Wyatt just hit this finisher out of nowhere and wins the match. It was just a very sudden ending. It was kind of weird. After the match, Bray Wyatt's holding Bryan his own kid just died or something. It was really weird. I understand the whole thing, I don't want to do this to you, but I have to do it for you to join me. It was the whole deal. It was just weird. Wyatt family is weird in general. I don't know what they're doing with them. I would prefer Bryan to win, but I guess the Wyatt family needed this more. I mean, they lost the Survivor Series, and they're pretty much irrelevant. No one really cares about them, so I guess this is the way to get people interested again. I don't know. But I definitely see Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt most likely on a future Raw, maybe the first Raw next year, or possibly at the Royal Rumble. So, yeah, most likely at the Rumble now, because there's only one champion, and you need another big match for the pay-per-view, so I guess that would work. But yeah, I guess we gotta wait and see what happens. And then we get to the main event. which is the tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE Championship and World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton versus John Cena to crown the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. This match, I thought it was great. I see a lot of people complaining about it, saying, oh, it was boring, it was lame, nothing special. Was it up to any TLC match? No, doesn't compare to last year's, doesn't compare to all the other ones, Cena and Edge, any of the tag title TLCs back in the day. It doesn't really measure up to all the other past TLCs, but well, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good for what it was. Orton, got a clap for the man. He took all the bumps. He didn't take every single bump, but he took 90% of the bumps. Cena ate him through a table. I tried to punt him. He fell through a table and Cena hit him with a ladder. Orton took a lot of punishment. I mean, Cena hit him with the steel steps and busted him open right where his eye was at. I mean, Orton took a lot of punishment in this match, and Cena really didn't take a lot besides just getting hit in the back with the steel chair, which, Cena's older than him by just a few years, and, Cena just came back from injury, so I guess they really don't want to risk getting Cena injured, but I don't know, it made Orton look even better for the ending of this match, in my opinion. Orton actually handcuffed Cena to the rope, shades of Breaking Point '09. And he didn't handcuff him to the rope, so just handcuffing Cena. He thought that was a smart way to win the match, but of course Cena undid the turnbuckle, was able to knock Orton down with the turnbuckle because he was still connected to it. He didn't get out of it. He just unhooked the bottom of the turnbuckle and just hit Orton with it. Orton goes down. Orton's trying to tug of war with the handcuff, and Cena's like, I don't think so. And Orton just flings Cena out, and he tried to fling Cena through a table because they had a table in the corner, but he got screwed up. When Cena jumped, the ladder moved, so Cena he didn't get the full jump. He got a gist of it because the ladder moved, and Cena ends up hitting the bottom of the table. The bottom of the table broke, where the leg's at, but Cena's face smacked into the table. So even though it got messed up and he didn't go through the table, he still hit the table pretty hard, the bottom of it at least. So it did still look pretty painful. Orton walks up, unhooks it, and becomes the brand new WWE World Heavyweight Champion cleanly. And I don't get the gist of it because people are bitching that we didn't get a screwjob finish. Okay, I mean, why would you bitch that you didn't get screwed? Well, I'd bitch if I didn't get screwed, literally. But figuratively, why? I mean, people are saying this is the one time where it would have been, they could have done it and got away with it, but it's come on, you would prefer, Orton cheating and winning rather than him winning cleanly and, showing everyone that he deserves to be the champion? I don't know, I don't understand everyone bitching, because, even if we did get the screwjob finish where both of them got the titles, everyone would have bitched still. So, to me, it makes no sense why people are complaining about that finish. To me, it made Orton look good, it made him look good, that the fact that he should be the face of WWE, that he should be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, made him look good, and of course, the McMahon family came out, even Vince McMahon, just pretty much showboat Orton that he's a champion, and pay-per-view went off the air. So yeah, TLC, in my eyes, good show. It could have been better. Yeah, it could have been better. But you know what? For what we got, I'll take it. It was good. I enjoyed it. And yeah, that'll be my review for TLC. And I'll see you guys later. I gotta turn the camera off now. Yeah, goodbye.